Last week, Willie texted. I was up. I was just off, and I received maybe it was an email, and it was like, "What's up? Anybody there?" Calling, no answer because I was off. Manaski was the only one here, and then he clarified. Willie, you clarified the reason why you were worried.
Well, yeah, because every time that in my career I have called a radio station and they didn't answer the phone, it's because somebody got fired, and nobody told me yet.
And that is so true. It's all of a sudden one morning, the show's not here anymore. What the heck happened?
And usually, like, I send an email, and, like, I don't hear anything, and then, like, by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, somebody reaches out to me on Facebook. Oh, hey, by the way, Willie, they changed the show, and we got laid off.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
we were given the box. That's what it's known in the business here. They come with your belongings in a box, and it's like, okay, we're going to walk you out here into the parking lot and have a little conference. Okay, so just to give you a little heads up, there might be a couple more of those Fridays through the rest of the summer. So just a little heads up. But we'll keep you. I will
hold on tightly. I will be all right.
We will keep you. We will keep you up to, abreast of all of it. Now, this movie called is it Dunkirk?
Yeah, Dunkirk. You know, it's from Christopher Nolan, the guy who did all the really good Batman movies lately. Did Interstellar. Great director. And the movie is about a really just critical moment in history. It's about the raid of Dunkirk by the Nazis. Before America was even in World War II, the war was raging in Europe. And the British were trying to help the French stave off the Nazis, and they've been cornered in Dunkirk, this port city across the English Channel from England, and there's nowhere to go. They're just sitting ducks. They're on the beach. They're having trouble getting boats to come pick up the soldiers, and they just come up with this plan of anybody in England, if you've got a boat, sail it to Dunkirk. Take anybody you can off of this beach. If we don't, God only knows where the Nazis are going to go next.
Right.
So you see this playing out during the movie. And what really I think is the problem, it's still a good movie. First of all, it's technically brilliant. Christopher Nolan's a great director.
Yeah.
And the way he shows you, this massive scope, all these soldiers on the beach, all the boats, the horrible things that happen when they're getting sunk, the dogfights between the fighter pilots, that all is amazing. But, if you don't know the history, I think you're kind of left in the dark. And they don't really tell you a lot about the background. I just happen to know it because I'm a little bit of a history buff. But, for a lot of kids, if you're like 17 or 18, you may have never heard of Dunkirk.
Right.
And you're not going to walk away knowing more here.
Oh. So would it be beneficial to look up, really do a little research on Dunkirk from World War II before you see this movie?
Yeah, I think it would, just to have an idea of the timeline and its place in history and what was going on at that time. Maybe I've given you enough right here
I was
to
going to say, Willie,
it all.
I think you did a great job setting it up, actually. So
I'm sure you could find some documentary on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't want to read.
There's going to be another movie in the fall, Winston Churchill movie, and this is a big moment in Winston Churchill's career. So you're going to see even more about it when that movie comes out in the fall.
All right, tell me, what do you give the movie?
I go like 2.5 waffles. I think it's a solid movie. I think it's got that technical brilliance. I want to give that foundation so people can appreciate it more.
Why? Thank you, Willie, for that. I appreciate it. I'm going to go see this movie. Why in the world would I want to go out and see my daughter's text message string on the big screen?
Oh, dear God, you do not. No.
The Emoji Movie. What in the heck is this?
Yeah, it's just, oh, my God. It's just the biggest, longest commercial to sell everything on your phone that you can ever imagine. Pardon me.
Yeah.
So the idea is that you've got this emoji, the meh emoji, but he's not like, all the other ones. He likes to have all sorts of different emotions and all sorts of different faces. And when he's called up on this boy's phone, when the boy tries to send the perfect emoji to the girl he has a crush on, mess screws it up.
Mm-mm.
and now he's on the run. They want to delete him, and they're worried that they're going to reset the phone to factory settings, and that means they'll all be ruined. Give me a break.
This is the dumbest concept I've ever heard in my life. What do you give it?
Hang on. I know what Willie's giving it. I've got it. It's a radio emoji. That's what he's giving it.
What do you think?
I got an emoji for it, and I think you know which one it is, but I'm going to say 0 waffle.
0. I love it. Yeah. All right, and then this is another military type. Charlize Theron is a British agent during the Cold War, and it's called Atomic Blonde. What do we know about this one?
This is actually pretty good, too. I think suffers a little bit like Dunkirk, where it's a lot about the style and not as much about the story. So it's November of 1989. She's in Berlin. The Berlin Wall is falling. There's just mayhem all around her, and she's trying to find these secret documents that were stolen. And, it's so sexy and dangerous. And you love the mood in this movie. The smoke-filled rooms, the awesome 80s music that makes it sound so foreboding and cool. And then you've got Charlize Theron. If she's not the classic femme fatale, nobody else is.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just think that, they let the story kind of fall into the background so they can focus in on the fight scenes, which the fight scenes, my God, are brutal. They are shocking. They are so great in this movie. I say 2.5 waffles. I think it's a pretty good movie that could have been a little bit better.
All right, so 2.5 on Atomic Blonde and Dunkirk with 2.5. Both of them worth getting out there and seeing. So, all right, good stuff there, Willie.
Hey, don't thank me. Thank the brilliant minds of Hollywood.
The brilliant minds.
Except for the ones that work for the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, wow, what were they thinking? All right, Willie, it's wafflemovies.com. We'll talk to you again next week.